Hi everyone, it's Molinel from Mobi.gg, and today we're back with a selection of games released in January to keep you entertained in February. I've picked out some licensed games and other indie gems that you shouldn't miss, but of course, there are more games to discover on Mobi.gg.
Get comfortable, like the video to support us, and if you like this video, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next ones.
We start this top with the game that Yaya has played the most since its release. I named Archero 2. You definitely know the hooded archer who turns into a military turret as you progress through the levels by collecting upgrades. Well, one of the most well-known games in the world, both for its gameplay and its advertisements, is back for a second installment with even more projectiles and game modes. To become a master archer, you need to move to dodge projectiles, but stay still to shoot. Each level you survive allows you to gain experience and invest in all kinds of upgrades. We can mention support sprites that shoot with elements like poison, fire, or even lasers. Damage orbs that orbit around you in a circle or arrows that bounce off the walls, for example. Each run invites you to change up your gameplay a bit to beat all the levels and bosses at each stage. But there are also little challenges with a set survival time or PvP with your home gear. Archero 2 is a roguelite that only has ads when you die and it runs pretty well. It's free to play on Android and iOS. It will stay nicely on your phone for runs in the waiting room, in the bathroom, or during your commute. And it will test your dodge reflexes and your game strategies. We had been waiting for it for quite a while with a long beta. But Rainbow Six Mobile has finally arrived in France with all its modes and agents. Whether you're a long-time Rainbow Six player or a newcomer to close-quarters tactical combat FPS games, you're definitely going to have a great time playing. Whether using touch controls or a controller, take turns playing as the defenders and the attackers on the different maps of the game. Infiltrate the area with a drone to spot enemy defenses, set traps, or plant the bomb and defend it by taking out the opposing squads until the last soldier. Depending on the game mode, the number of rounds to win varies, as do the objectives. It ranges from 5 to 20 minutes of gameplay depending on your sessions, and it's completely free, although you'll still need to loot. Some of the gear and agents are available through the Battle Pass. I'm putting the link to download the game in the description because it really supports the channel and the games are quick, smooth and really satisfying. Ubisoft is making its mark in the mobile game catalog with Rainbow Six, but also with the release of Superbrawl. We've been talking about it since April 2023, but now it's finally here. This character placement game with colorful combos in turn-based PvP has been released. This Ubisoft title focuses on 1v1 PvP with a graphic style similar to Brawl Stars. In 4 game modes, Brawl, VIP, PvP, and PvP. Capture the zone and collect pieces, facing off against other players from around the world in a duel between 2 teams of 3 heroes. In each turn, you can move one hero and activate their ability. Your goal is to knock out the enemy heroes before the others. You have to beat 3 to win, but each hero KO is replaced in the next turn to keep the game balanced. Superbrawl looks really nice and cute, but the fact that you can only move one character at a time before moving to the resolution phase doesn't have the visual impact that was hoped for. With its graphic style, the game clearly resembles productions from Supercell or Omega Strikers, featuring more tactical gameplay than dynamic. Superbrawl is available worldwide on Android and in some regions on iOS, all for free. In any case, we're really happy to see some movement in the catalog. Ubisoft phone. And if you feel like suggesting the Division resurgence to us as well, we're just waiting for that. Rise of Kingdoms may not have launched its first server in 2025. But the developers are bringing a breath of fresh air to their game with the update called Return of the King. The new King's commander, Archer, arrives, and the Maya civilization makes its debut with combat spearmen. And a shower of rewards is falling on players with free commanders and other bonuses. If you love 4X and MMORTS games, Rise of Kingdoms is still a must-play in its field, which also supported the channel this month. Rise of Kingdoms is available as a free-to-play game on Android and iOS, and you can download it right now using the link in the description. So go ahead and conquer the map in real time and take down alliances with your armies this February. Aarik and the Ruined Kingdoms is announcing some cool moments for fans of chill puzzle games this month. In-game, you dive into the magical universe of this isometric game as Aarik, a prince on a mission to find his mother. In low-poly style, you explore varied landscapes like mysterious castles, lush forests, and arid deserts. With 35 levels and over 90 unique puzzles, Aarik will have you using your magic crown to manipulate time and space and uncover secrets. The first 8 levels of Aarik and the Ruined Kingdom are free on the Play Store and the App Store, with the full game priced at $190. It's a pocket puzzle game, quite profitable, offering a nice atmosphere and challenges that aren't too tough. We definitely needed an MMORPG in this top list of mobile games for February. And it will be the Dragon Odyssey that makes its mark under the Neocraft banner. You know the song. Step into the magical lands of the game, with one of the 5 available classes and one of the 6 races, like Succub, instead of an elf or a human. Well, that changes things up a bit. Create your complete character, gain experience, and expand your skill set by completing different types of quests. You can even craft your own gear to head out on adventures in solo dungeons or with a team. Explore the map in search of secrets and hidden treasures between two bloody hack-and-slash battles. Of course, there's also PvP to fight against friends or settle scores. The Dragon Odyssey can be played on both PC and mobile, cross-platform and free-to-play, with quests and bosses galore. Now we're diving into a strange universe, filled with little black blocks, ink splotches, and a mysterious language that allows you to modify the world. Logi Digital sends you to learn improbable words for the month of February. With a powerful alteration ability across 15 different worlds to solve puzzles in procedurally generated levels every day, the little critters need you to fill in squares and expand their living space. It's both weird and surprising, and the mix results in a series of 150 campaign levels, featuring a casual challenge and a very nice minimalist graphic style. Check out Logi Digital on the store starting today. One of them missed their chance to break out this winter, and it's heading into Tales with Reviver Butterfly. In this little pocket game, hand-drawn, you play the role of Fate's helping hand to bring two lovers together in a casual puzzle adventure that you need to solve to advance the story. Experience the emotions of two soulmates as they journey from their youngest years to the end of their lives. To interact, by revealing the connection that binds them through objects and the environment you can manipulate. With over 50 puzzles and minigames, you explore the secrets of the two characters and travel through time with the narrative film of love. Reviver Butterfly offers a free prologue on iOS, with a full game priced at €4. I'm taking a short break in this top mobile games list to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content. Many of you watch our videos every week without following us, and your support means a lot to us. So please consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks in advance to everyone who does that. And let's move right on to the next game in this top. The famous heroine, clever and discreet despite her red outfit, arrives gently for the month of February in Netflix's mobile game catalog. Games is relaunching its cartoon productions with Carmen Sandiego, a rebooted adventure making its debut on mobile and PC in a puzzle game style. Jump on your hang glider, investigate files, and follow the clues like a real detective. First and foremost, you are a field agent in charge of infiltrating places where others won't go. Run across the rooftops. Use your gadgets in colorful settings to solve puzzles. Stop criminals and explore the world between Tokyo and Rio. Carmen Sandiego lands on Android and iOS, with no extra cost in the already packed Netflix subscription. And by the way, the American SVOD service adds another title, a visual novel called Netflix Stories: Sex Education. Now we dive into the cartoonish and very colorful world of Super Farming Boy. On screen, things are jumping around, moving, and we're not quite in the right vibe. Chill of Stardew Valley. And yet, the concept remains the same. You need to take care of your flower beds by planting fruits and vegetables and meeting other characters who are more or less friendly. In fact, the difference is that the cocktail is clearly laced with LSD. You harvest your fresh produce with combos and chain reactions. The world is filled with creatures to beat up to collect seeds, but also with fearsome boss battles. And your gardening undergoes original and unlikely seasonal changes, or even radioactive ones. Otherwise, on the control side, we're looking at ultra-simple drag and drop. Super Farming Boy is available for $10 on the App Store and is set to be released later on Android. Raw Fury and Byton Studio have already introduced Cassette Beasts, their creature collection game that has just been released on mobile. This capture game, both retro and original, lets you transform into a monster instead of sending others to fight for you. You just need to record the performance of the new creatures you encounter in each battle. You will then be able to take on their appearance and use the same attacks as they do. It's a mechanic that's as intuitive as it is practical, making you even more eager to take down your enemies so you can snag their skill kits. And it gives a bit of a Ben 10 vibe to all your battles, as long as you charge your Omnitrix with a roster of pretty powerful critters. Cassette Beast is coming to iOS, but it has been temporarily removed from the stores on Android due to an issue with the update validation on the Play Store. You'll need to spend $8 to unlock the full game after the free demo. We're boarding the next ship that will leave the port in High Seas Heroes on Android and iOS. The game from Century Games features a world drowned in water, with an endless array of enemies to take down in solo or cooperative battles. Aboard your warship, upgrade your gear, and continue your journey against bosses in a post-apocalyptic universe. The in-game atmosphere will bring back good memories for all game enthusiasts. Flash-style, tower demons where we farmed upgrades against increasingly powerful waves of monsters. And here, it's the ship and the guns that change shape, of power, and caliber, to allow you to take down increasingly powerful creatures on the seas and in the skies. Don't let anyone mess with your ship. High Seas Heroes has just been released and it's available for free on the stores. The Korean publisher Come To Us doesn't necessarily have the best track record for recent releases. Well, aside from its titles from the Summoner's War franchise, that doesn't stop them from continuing to publish other titles. So it must be working. And this month, it's Gods and Demons that's making waves. Build your team with 5 unique races and classes for PvE and PvP battles. Into server, join a guild and enjoy the rewarded idle gameplay of this free-to-play title available in French. We are quite far from the deep strategy of a Summoners. War? Here the plan is mainly to just turn off your brain and take part in the war. Between the gods and the demons just chillin'. With a nice roster of characters and semi-automatic gameplay filled with combat. Complete your team, upgrade your gear, and blow up the scores on the screen just like we love in Korean games with insane damage. In February, for those looking for an affordable pocket RPG, there's also Heroes, an adventure that's still hot and just out of the oven. In this medieval fantasy adventure with a wuxia style, discover the secrets of Kung Fu amidst military conflict, with factions to join or fight against, and 10 different endings to achieve. 30 factions that all want to dominate the world of martial arts and will want to rally you to their cause. At the same time, you'll have what it takes to become an exceptional fighter, with the nearly 300 unlockable skills to gather along your journeys through the many villages in the game. XD Games offers a very complete adventure, developed by half-amateur studio featuring a coming-of-age journey in fantasy Asian lands. You can find Heroes Adventure for €7 on Android and iOS. Turnips are really criminals. Tawny Boy isn't just about tax evasion this time, he's also pulling off a bank heist. You're going to get a complete package of the vegetable that deserves to be cooked. Enter the bank with your guns bought on the darknet, scare the hostages, and steal all the riches from the place as you progress through the levels of Tawny Boy Rub, the bank. Meet other vegetables, gather guns, and a whole bunch of weapons way too deadly for a turnip. But even with all that gear, the game isn't won in advance. You have to face elite SWAT teams with surveillance cameras and all the dangers that come with a bank heist. When you're a brainless turnip. In this always crazy combo, Tawny Boy has you chaining boss fights and rolling through the challenges of this game, in pixel art for 6.0 on Android and iOS. And if you haven't had enough with this selection of mobile games for the month of February, or if your favorite genre isn't covered in this list, I invite you to check out the Mobi Awards. Our dedicated video highlights the best mobile games of 2024 across many categories, like PvP, tactical games, retro games, gacha RPGs, or even roguelites. For a quality cocktail of adventures on Android and iOS, from free games to the biggest budgets. In just one video, you'll have plenty to fill your phone with the best in modern portable gaming. And there you have it. That's already the end of this top mobile games list for the month of February. I hope you enjoyed it, and as usual, if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and share the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel.